What the heck's for dinner? Tacos. Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is What the Heck's for Dinner, and I'm your host, Tyler. So if you're like me, you probably get home from work and the first thing your kids say to you is, "Hey Dad, what's for dinner?" And then you think to yourself, "Aw, nuts, I have no idea." So the purpose of this channel is to just make simple dinners that go together quickly, that your kids will eat, and that are fast and easy to make. So tonight we're doing tacos. So tacos are pretty simple. First thing we're gonna do, you're gonna need is some ground beef. So if you're like me, now today I actually have this thought because I was thinking about making this video. But usually I get home from work and I think, oh, we can make tacos, but the meat is still in the freezer. No worries, I got a simple solution for that as well. I know you can try doing the microwave thing and doing the unthaw, but if your microwave's like mine, that usually ends up cooking the outside and then leaving the inside completely frozen still. So a quick trick for that is you can take your meat out of the freezer, fill your sink just like, I don't know, a third of the way with the hottest water that you can get out of the sink. Put your meat in that, let it soak for like, I don't know, 20, 25 minutes, and it'll be thawed all the way through, or at least thawed enough that you can start cooking it on the stove. All right, so we'll start cooking our meat. Let me grab a pan here. All right, so you're gonna wanna just brown your meat. I usually cook it on, like a medium high. And as long as you're kind of standing right here and moving it around, it usually won't burn or stick to the bottom of the pan. So we'll just go ahead and cook this up. All right, so once you've got your beef all cooked and the grease drained, this is I just did a 1 pound package of beef, but you could obviously double this recipe and do 2 pounds if you wanted to cook for a bunch of people. So we've got our ground beef here. The next thing we're gonna add is some of our dry seasonings. The first thing we're adding is 2 tablespoons of chili powder, right there. We're gonna add 1 tablespoon of cumin, ground cumin, obviously. And then here we've got 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. So we're gonna put all that in there. And then we're just gonna kind of stir this up, mix it up in there. Now, of course, if you don't wanna make your own taco seasoning, you can always grab one of those pre-packaged taco seasonings from McCormick or whoever does the pre-packaged taco seasonings. I like mine better than those pre-packaged ones. I think it just has a little better flavor. All right, so we've got our dry seasonings mixed. The next thing we're gonna add is ketchup. I know what you're thinking. Ketchup and tacos? I'm telling you, don't knock it till you try it. It's pretty good. So I usually do about a 1/2 cup. So I just kind of eyeball it though. So we're gonna squeeze in about a 1/2 cup ketchup. We're gonna mix that in there as well. So get that mixed in. And then just to add a little bit of, this is still a little bit dry, so just to add a little bit of moisture to this, we're gonna add just a little bit of chicken broth. Now you can do chicken broth or beef broth. You could even just add water if you want, but again, I feel like this gives it a little bit better flavor. Just a couple tablespoons is probably enough. Just enough to kind of get this nice consistency that we're looking for tacos. But like I said, pretty simple, quick, easy. I think this is taking me about 15 minutes so far. All right, so we got this mixed in. We'll give it a little taste. Perfect. Okay, so we've got our taco meat here all ready to go. Now you can just take this, scoop it right into a red tortilla, put some cheese and sour cream on it and eat it just like that if you want. If you want to take them just a little bit to the next level, something that's real easy to do that makes them taste just a little better, you grab some flour tortillas You can also do this with corn tortillas if you want to like fry some corn tortillas up in some oil. You can do that as well, but we're trying to keep this simple and quick. So grab a flour tortilla, put a scoop of your taco meat in here, and we'll throw a little cheese on top. And we're gonna make a bunch of these, roll them up, put them in this pan, and then we're actually gonna bake these for about 5 minutes on 350 in the oven, and that'll just make them a little bit crispy and melt that cheese on there really nice. You've got all of your tacos made up, wrapped up, ready to go. You just slip these in the oven, like I said, for about, I'd say for about 5 to 7 minutes is all it needs. Just enough for that, get a little crispy and that cheese to melt. Okay, so while we're waiting for our tacos to finish heating up, something you can also make, that this is a real simple recipe for a really good guacamole that only takes, like I said, real simple, real quick. So the first thing you got to do is just cut up a couple avocados. So I usually try to just kind of slice these up a little into smaller pieces before I scoop them out. It just makes it easier to smash them when you're done. And then the little trick for getting the core out. There you go. And same thing, we're just gonna slice these up. All right, you can cut Kate. All right, once you've got your avocados all cut up, you can just scoop them out like this, right into, I got this little fancy bowl here, but you can do it just in any bowl you want. All we're gonna do is end up mushing these up anyways. So go ahead and scoop out your avocado. So once we've got our avocado all mushed up, nice and soft. All right. Like I said, this is the simplest guacamole recipe ever. All right, I'm a dad, I'm just gonna set that over there. All right, so then you add, I don't know, maybe a half a cup or so of sour cream. And then whatever your favorite salsa is, you just dump a little salsa in there. Again, probably a half cup or so. Then we'll grab a spoon here. We'll mix it up. And this is just in time because I can hear my tacos beeping behind me. That means the oven is done. And here you have it. Just a real simple guacamole to go with your tacos. That nice. And pull our tacos out. These are beautiful, perfect. All right, so we've got our tacos all ready to go. They've just come out of the oven. I've got a little sour cream, a little guacamole here. I put a little salsa and cheese on top as well. We're gonna take our first bite here. See how they taste. All right, grab a little bite of this. Sour cream, a little guacamole, a little taco. That's perfect. All right, folks, there you have it. Just a real quick, simple taco recipe that you can make in 15-20 minutes to feed your family. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.